Good morning. Welcome to the Friday edition of Senate Finance. Would the Secretary please call the roll?
Senator Cannizzaro, Senator Goycochea, Senator Harris, Senator Neal, Senator Wynn, Senator Severs-Gansert, Senator Titus, Chair Don Darrell.
And I'm here. Please mark Senator Cannizzaro present as she arrives. She will be in and out. Many of us have bills to hear and on the other side, so we may have to recess at some point. We are going to move the work session, and if you're here for that, I hope this fits in your schedule, but we're going to move the work session to the bottom of the agenda, and we need to do that because we are going to have members in and out. So that will be the way. So Senate Bill 454, Senate Bill 490, and Senate Bill 506 will be heard sometime today. I can't guarantee you when, but later today. So if you are a person who has one of those, you're probably excused for a little bit. Could be an hour, could be 7 hours. You know, this is the game we're playing right now. So with that, please silence your cell phones. If you're listening in online, or you are here, or you are making public comment, the number today is 888-475-4499. And the meeting ID for today's meeting is 890-7787-4823, and then press pound. When prompted for a participant ID, please press pound. So with that, we have got many bills to hear today. So we will start with Assembly Bill 469. And Mr. Thorley or Ms. Crockett, when you're ready, please go ahead. Oh. Just kidding. There you are. I couldn't see you behind Mr. Tuma. You were hidden. Nice suit, Mr. Tuma. Good morning, please.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam Chair and the members of the Senate Committee on Finance. My name is Amy Stevenson, Director of the Governor's Finance Office. I promise you this is going to be the quickest testimony today. Assembly Bill.
We grade people on how quick they are.
I know. Suck. Okay. Assembly Bill 469 replenishes the stale claims account created by NRS 353.097 in the amount of $4,419,410. This concludes my presentation, and I stand ready for any questions.
A+. All right. Any questions on this particular item? All right. Seeing none, thank you very much. We will go to those in support of Assembly Bill 469 here in Carson City, in Las Vegas. On the phone lines, BPS when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to testify in support at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, and on the phone lines.
There are no callers to testify in opposition at this time.
Thank you very much, and we'll go to neutral, Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, BPS when you're ready.
There are no callers to testify in neutral at this time.
Thank you very much. Closing comments, Ms. Stevenson. Okay, perfect. And with that, I'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 469, and we'll open the hearing on Assembly Bill 470.
Good morning. Matthew Tuma, Deputy Director for the Department of Administration, here to introduce AB 470, which makes an appropriation to the State Public Works Division within the Department of Administration of $41,353 for professional services and filing fees related to water rights associated with the Marlette Lake water system. And I am available for any questions.
All right. Any questions on the Marlette Lake system? Seeing none, thank you very much. A+. And we'll go to Carson City for those in support. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to testify in support at this time.
Thank you very much. Those in opposition, Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to testify in opposition at this time.
Thank you very much. And neutral in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to testify in neutral at this time.
Thank you very much. And with that, any closing comments, Mr. Tuma? All righty. Then we'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 470. All right, with that, we will go to Assembly Bill 486. Did I skip one? Oh, she did. 471, just kidding. Mr. Tuma, page is out of order.
Matthew Tuma, Deputy Director for Department of Administration. I'm happy for 486 as well, as that's one of our bills too. Introduction of AB 471. This makes an appropriation to the State Public Works Division within the Department of Administration for the replacement of computer hardware and associated software. Available for any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions, please? All right, thank you very much. With that, we'll go to those in support. Assembly Bill 471. Here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To testify in support of AB 471, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. No callers wish to testify in support.
Thank you very much. And we will go to opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To testify in opposition to AB 471, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. No callers wish to testify in opposition.
Thank you very much. We'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 471, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. No callers wish to offer neutral testimony.
Thank you very much. And with that, closing comments. All righty. Thank you very much. We'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 471, and we'll go to Assembly Bill 472. Welcome, Mr. Robb.
Jack Robb for the record. Good morning, Madam Chair. This morning, AB 472, we're looking for $7.163 million to purchase a warehouse building in Las Vegas. We have located that facility. We're in negotiation now. We are just shy of the total, but we have reserves to complete the transaction, and it backs up to our fleet facility located in Las Vegas.
Any questions regarding this item? All right. Thank you very much. All right. With that, we will go to those in support here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. To testify in support of AB 472, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. No callers wish to offer support testimony.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
To offer opposition testimony to AB 472, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue.
Thank you.
No callers wish to offer opposition testimony.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 472, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. No callers wish to offer neutral testimony.
Thank you very much. And with that, I am assuming, Mr. Director Robb, that we will close the hearing. Oh, sorry, Senator Titus.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair. I know we're trying to be efficient here, but I still feel an obligation to ask the director what we're using this building for.
Jack Ruff, for the record, through you, Madam Chair, to Senator Titus. The building will be multi-purpose. It's a 25,000 square foot warehouse. 10,000 square foot of that will be used for the minimum required PPE under FEMA, and then the rest we will use for general items we need to store. Plus, it gives us the ability to have an address and a location that we can participate in the government surplus program. We need to be able to store and have an address to have that stuff shipped to, and it will get us items at a very reduced cost going forward from the federal government.
Follow up on that, Madam Chair. So over the COVID pandemic, we had several warehouses storing PPE items and renting various places. Will we now be consolidating all of those?
Jack Ruff, for the record, appreciate the question. We have consolidated them under one warehouse. We are trying to get rid of that PPE. It was way too much. We have tried to work with the hospitals to get rid of it, but they're themselves and their parent corporations are in the same boat we are. They overbought, so everybody is sitting on surplus PPE. We can't give it away right now.
All right. Just, I'm sorry. I won't say I told you so, but I did tell you so way back when. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, let's be clear about who you're telling so. It wasn't Director Robb, who has done a stellar job being efficient. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, please, Senator Titus.
Cancer. So thank you, Madam Chair. No, I want to.
I apologize, and Director Robb.
No, he doesn't have to come back up. I just
Okay.
want to thank the director, and I don't think anybody could have predicted what we need and don't need, during things like COVID. So I appreciate that we had the resources when we needed them, and that even if we continue to have some, thank you.
And I agree, Senator Gansert. If we didn't have them, we would have been criticized. We have them, we're criticized. It's just a whole cluster sometimes. All right, we will move on to those in. Oh, we've done all that, so we're closing the hearing. So we'll move on. Assembly Bill 473. Fleet Services. Mr. Tuma, don't go to sleep back there. Your grade goes down. Welcome.
Apologies, things are moving fast. Matthew Tuma, Deputy Director for the Department of Administration, here to introduce AB 473, makes an appropriation to the Fleet Services Division of the Department of Administration for the replacement and purchase of new vehicles. One thing of note that I would just put on record, we put it on in Ways and Means as well, is that the methodology used for the replacement and purchase of vehicles, we've since gotten some new requests added in for additional agencies requesting vehicles. So we did not change the dollar amount. That's based off of a lot of projections with a lot of variables on what vehicles may be available and what may not be available. But the number of vehicles may change from the 241 and the 95 that were used in the methodology to get that number. So I just wanted to put that on the record, and I am available for any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions on Assembly Bill 473? Senator Neal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So you said the number increased, so what variables do you have in your methodology that's offsetting those additional cars?
Matthew Tuma, Deputy Director for the record. The biggest variable is going to be availability of cars. And so right now, a lot of vehicles, certain classes, certain types of vehicles are not available. And so depending on what we can source and what we can't source, that's going to depend on how many of these vehicles we're going to be able to actually purchase. When we put in our vehicle replacement schedule, we take sort of general characteristics of a vehicle as opposed to a specific vehicle with a specific pricing, because we know that that pricing is going to change from when we put in our request for a vehicle to when we actually purchase a vehicle. And so that's where, with the large number of vehicles that we're requesting across multiple different classes, we're confident that we'll be able to fulfill most of these purchases, but exactly what's available and the timing of when that's available, we're not sure. It's the vehicle market right now is incredibly volatile.
Any additional questions? All right, with that, thank you very much. And we will go to those in support of Assembly Bill 473 here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. To testify in support of AB 473, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to testify in support.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
To testify in opposition to AB 473, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to testify in opposition.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 473, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer neutral testimony.
Thank you very much. And with that, closing comments. All righty, we'll close the hearing, and we will go to Assembly Bill 474.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. Ross Armstrong, Director for the Nevada Commission on Ethics. AB 474 appropriates $11,980 for replacement computer equipment. Approximately $3,300 of that is state general fund, and then $8,600 of that is local county assessments, consistent with the way our commission's budget is made up of general fund and local county assessments. I'm happy to answer any questions at this time.
Any questions on this particular item? All right, seeing none, thank you very much. We will go to those in support here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. To offer testimony in support of AB 474, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer testimony in support.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
To offer testimony in opposition to AB 474, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer opposition testimony.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 474, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer neutral testimony.
Thank you very much. And any closing comments? No closing comments. We will, any closing comments? Okay. Just checking. All righty. Thank you, Mr. Armstrong. And with that, we will close the hearing on Assembly Bill 474, and we'll go to Assembly Bill 475.
Change it up a little. Daniel Marlowe, Administrator for Administrative Services Division, Department of Administration, AB 475, makes appropriations to the Department of Administration as submitted for a request for the National Judicial College and National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges.
Any questions on Assembly Bill 475? All right. With that, thank you very much. We'll go to those in support in Carson City, in support in Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. To testify in support of AB 475, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can.
Hi, this is Erin Branch. I'm a director with the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges. I just wanted to let you know that I was here and I'm here to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. I don't see any right now, but we appreciate you being on the phone line. All right, with that,
I
we
appreciate
will,
you taking the time. It's a busy.
thank you. With that, we will go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
To offer opposition testimony to AB 475, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer opposition testimony.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City. On the phone lines in Las Vegas. Anybody?
To offer neutral testimony to AB 475, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer neutral testimony.
Thank you very much. And with that, we'll close the hearing. Thank you, Mr. Marlowe, very much. And we will take just a minute recess before we go to the next bill. Okay, we will come back into committee and we will go to Assembly Bill 476. Any takers? Aging and disability?
Yes.
Oh, there you are,
Sorry.
in Las Vegas. Welcome.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Please go ahead when you're ready, sir.
Thank you. Sorry, my computer locked.
Well, as I say, if that's the biggest thing that happens today, we're in business. All right.
Excellent. Madam Chair and committee members, Justin Robinson, IT Manager 3 with Aging and Disability Services Division. For the record, I'm here to present Assembly Bill 476 to fund one-shot appropriations in the amount of $2,219,528 for various computer hardware, software, and door lock systems. And I'm open to any questions if you have any. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions on this particular item? All right, seeing none, with that, we'll go to support here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. To offer testimony in support of AB 476, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
To take your place in the queue to offer opposition testimony to AB 476, please press star 9 now. There are no callers wishing to offer opposition testimony.
Thank you very much, and we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 476, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And with that, any additional comments? Mr. Robinson.
Madam Chair, Justin Robinson, for the record, no, there's no additional comments. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us this morning. All right, I'll close that hearing and we will go to Assembly Bill 477. You know, I kind of feel like I'm playing like one of those game shows, The Price is Right or something. I call your name and I have to wait to see where you're at. Welcome. Please go ahead when you're ready.
Good morning. My name is Natalie Lieb, and I am the Financial Management at Nevada Department of Transportation. And here with me is Jake Gravett from the Traffic Operations. We are here to introduce AB 477, which makes appropriations to and authorizes the expenditure of money by the Nevada Department of Transportation for the replacement of the Nevada Shared Radio System. And we are here to take any questions.
Thank you very much. All right, with that, any questions from the committee? Seeing none, thank you very much. We'll go to support here in Carson City, in Las Vegas. On the phone lines, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. To offer support for AB 477, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer support at this time.
Thank you very much. In opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To offer opposition testimony to AB 477, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 477, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. Any additional comments? Alrighty, I'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 477. You know, after a while, you just lose track. Alrighty, Assembly Bill 478. Please go ahead when you're ready.
Good morning, Madam Chair. For record, I'm Lieutenant Joe Rodriguez for the State Fire Marshal for Nevada State Police. I want to apologize for my attire. I got called out of field. I do have a nice uniform and a suit, just wasn't able to access it. So we were asking for one new computer for a cost of $2,000 and $2,014, and it meets the needs age requirement. Here to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. You look much more comfortable than we do. So I'd take it. All right. With that, any questions about this particular item? Would you repeat that amount again?
Yes, ma'am. It was $2,014.
Okay.
I'll take more if you have it.
All righty. No, we don't have it. And I could make a really snarky remark right now, but I think I'll remember what my mother told me. Don't say it if it's not nice. So, thank you for joining us today. All right, with that, we'll go to those in support of Assembly Bill 478 and Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. To offer testimony in support of AB 478, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
To offer opposition testimony to AB 478, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 478, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And with that, I'm assuming no closing comments. We'll close the hearing on 478 and we'll go to 479. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. My name is Chris DeRico. I'm the chairman at the Board of Parole Commissioners. Thank you for letting us present on AB 479. It's an act appropriating $112,464 of general funds in order to replace computer hardware, software, network equipment, and licenses in accordance with each replacement schedule. We do not have any amendments, and I am done with my presentation, and I'm available for any questions. Thank you.
Would you repeat that fiscal amount, please?
Yes, the amount is $112,464.
AB 479, we do not have those numbers. Okay, it's all added together. I see that now. All right, thank you. I was looking at each individual number.
In total,
In
Chris
total.
DeRico, Chairman, I can break that down for you if you'd like. So section one appropriates $66,169 for the replacement of computer hardware. Section 2 is $45,556 for network components and switches. Section 3 is $739 for license upgrades.
Okay, any questions from the committee? All righty, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, with that, we'll go to those in support here in Carson City, those in Las Vegas, and on the phone line, please, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. To testify in support of AB 479, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to testify in support at this time.
Thank you very much, and I'll go to opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To offer opposition testimony to AB 479, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. those wishing to offer opposition testimony at this time?
Thank you very much. We'll go to neutral here in Carson City, in Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
To offer a neutral testimony to AB 479, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers to offer a neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. Any closing comments? Thank you very much. And with that, we'll close the hearing. And we will open the hearing on Assembly Bill 480. Any takers? Okay, no takers. We will go to 480. Ms. Stevenson, do you want to I mean, you can pinch hit or you can say no.
25 million in language access plans?
Language access plans.
480.
And whoever it is, they get an F and you get an A. So just as a side note, this is what we do in the legislature. We have exemplary LCB staff that steps in when we need them to. Go ahead, Mr. Thorley, when you're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Wayne Thorley for the record, LCB Fiscal Analysis Division. I will present AB 480. Just as a reminder, as LCB staff, we are neither for or against any piece of legislation. And then Ms. Stevenson with the Governor's Finance Office, if there are any questions from the committee members regarding the need or the purpose of the one-shot appropriation, she is available to answer those questions. This is a bill, it's a one-shot appropriation request that was included in the governor's budget. It is for $25 million in FY25, so the second year of the biennium, for language access plans as required by NRS 232.0081. The appropriation would be made to the Interim Finance Committee and would go into the IFC contingency account. It would be set aside as restricted funding and would be available for access over the upcoming interim upon request of the governor. And agencies could come to IFC and request allocations of that $25 million of the IFC.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Senator Neal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have a question for the GFO. So for the 25 million, once it's exhausted, is this expected to be a recurring expense in the next biennium? If you start to do language services, would they be able to continue them?
Thank you for the record. Amy Stevenson, Director of the Governor's Finance Office, through you, Madam Chair, to Senator Neal. This is intended to be a one-time expense, yes, and then we'll start to budget for if we notice that, sorry, it's been a very long week too, as I'm sure you guys all know. This is meant for a one-time over this biennium, and then we'll see what the plan is for these language access. They should be implemented by then and then can become recurring costs and be budgeted for through our regular process.
So is the language service just interpretation or allowing an interpreter to be a part of the agencies to speak to a citizen that may not speak a certain language?
Thank you. For the record, Amy Stevenson, Governor's Office of Finance Director. It depends. That's why we wanted to go to IFC, whatever the agency's plan is, which they don't have yet. So it could be either or. Whatever their plan is that they're going to present to IFC is the service.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Any additional questions from the committee on this particular item? All right, thank you very much. All right, with that, those in Carson City in support. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, BPS when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. To offer testimony in support of AB 480, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue.
Good morning, Chair and members of this amazing committee. My name is Catherine Nielsen, Executive Director for the Nevada Governor's Council on Developmental Disabilities. Currently in Nevada, there are over 376,000 people with a disability, and 1 in 4 adults live with a disability that impacts their cognition, hearing, and or vision. It's critical for life that all members of the community can receive information and services in their native language. For many individuals with intellectual and or developmental disabilities, this includes languages beyond English and includes American Sign Language, Braille, large print, and audio. Language access allows for equal access to documents, products, services, and supports that meet the needs of all people, and specifically those with disabilities and other language barriers. We believe that language access is vital to ensuring that people receive all of the information in a timely, clear, and direct access. And we applaud the governor and his commitment to language access for all Nevadans. We'd also submitted information for an exhibit that includes policy recommendations for state agencies. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Any additional callers on the line?
That concludes callers for support.
Thank you very much. Those in opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, BPS, please.
To testify in opposition to AB 480, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue. There are no callers wishing to offer opposition testimony.
Thank you very much. And with that, we'll go to neutral here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
To offer neutral testimony to AB 480, please press star 9 now to take your place in the queue.
Good morning, Madam Chair. This is Dora Martinez representing the Nevada Disability Pre-Action Coalition. My apologies. I'm trying to call in support. We ditto what the Executive Director, Catherine Nielsen, said. We hope that you all will support this bill, and we thank the Governor for his mindfulness and inclusion. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Any additional callers?
No additional callers, Chair.
Thank you very much. Then with that, any closing comments? Seeing none, we'll move on, and we will go to Assembly Bill 481.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. I'm Tom Burns. I'm the Director of the Governor's Office of Economic Development. We are pleased to be here to present to you AB 481. I'm going to defer my testimony, Madam Chair, with your permission, to Sherry Davis. She's the Director of Economic and Community Development for the Governor's Office of Economic Development. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I know there are points awarded for speed, but I will talk fast, I promise. Chair Dondero Loop and members of the Senate Finance Committee, thank you so much for this opportunity to testify on the merits of Assembly Bill AB 481. Sherry Davis, for the record. The National Main Street Organization was originally established as a program of the National Trust for Historic Preservation in 1980 as a way to address the myriad of issues facing historic downtowns. Working with a nationwide network of coordinating programs and local communities, Main Street has helped over 2,000 communities across the country to bring economic vitality back downtown while celebrating their historic character and bringing them together. Nevada Main Street was established through the legislature in 2017. It was funded at $350,000 per biennium with no additional staff and placed within GOED. The establishment of the state program allowed Main Street Gardnerville to pursue accreditation with National Main Street, which it was able to achieve, as well as provide an opportunity for additional Main Street organizations to be created. So what exactly is Nevada Main Street? It is a holistic approach to downtown revitalization that includes historic preservation, community development, beautification, and economic vitality. It supports business creation and retention to build and sustain healthy and economically vibrant communities with a primary focus on improving quality of life for residents. The program offers community-based initiatives with a practical, adaptable framework to adjust for each unique community, growing with the community over time. One of the most important things Nevada Main Street has done is build partnerships and levels of communication that didn't previously exist that our communities are able to take advantage of. We have several local, state, and federal partners that attend our meetings on a regular basis, including Travel Nevada, the Division of Outdoor Recreation, the State Historic Preservation Office, Small Business Development Centers, USDA Rural Development, Senator Rosen's office, Senator Cortez Masto's office, the University Center for Economic Development, the Department of Business and Industry, Rural Nevada Development Corporation, the Office of Small Business Advocacy, the Nevada Arts Council, and state parks. We recently added the Bureau of Land Management and Nevada Rural Housing. When our Main Street communities need something, they have many partners that they can contact for help. I took over the program a little over a year ago. At that time, we were still recovering from budget reductions necessitated by the pandemic. We had 12 participating communities. Currently, we have 21 Main Street organizations throughout the state, both rural and urban, at various levels, from pre-exploring, where they are researching the program and participating in our meetings to see if it makes sense for their communities, to designated, which is the highest level in the country and the level that Main Street Gardnerville has achieved. I'm also speaking to 3 other communities and believe we'll be at 24 communities by the end of this calendar year. We are growing at an incredible pace, and the majority of our communities are fairly new, so they need as much training and support as we can give them. 2 weeks ago, I was in Gardnerville with many of our Main Street organizations and partners to attend a 2-day intensive training that focused on teaching our communities to actually do this vital work, including the 4-point approach, the roles of directors, committees, boards, volunteers, and communities, building a community vision, understanding markets and strategies, work planning and measuring success, outreach and inclusive community engagement, building leadership and a volunteer base, building partnerships, assembling resources for sustainable programming and operations, and one of my favorite topics, placekeeping. You hear the term placemaking all the time, but our Nevada communities already have an incredible sense of place, and Main Street helps give them the tools and resources to build the vibrant, successful community they want without losing what makes them unique. By giving them tools, support, and resources, we are empowering them and increasing their capacity. The $700,000 requested will primarily allow for funding in the form of competitive grants to be awarded to Main Street organizations, exploring level or higher, that have completed the required Main Street trainings and can show organizational capacity to complete their requested projects. Grant awards will focus on community development, beautification, entrepreneurship, small business support, and small business support. Several of the communities have voiced interest in pursuing small business incubator spaces, facade grant programs, storefront improvements, benches, downtown bike paths, signage, etc. with this funding. The remainder of the funding will be used to continue to offer training and one-on-one support to our Main Street communities. In the regular Main Street budget that was approved, a total of approximately $75,000 was allocated over the biennium. The program may possibly survive with that drastically reduced budget, but it certainly will not thrive. Nevada Main Street has grown by leaps and bounds the last year, and the excitement from our communities is palpable. This program works, as evidenced by thousands of successful communities throughout the nation and communities in Nevada, whose successes include Wells created a small business incubator utilizing an old motel. Tonopah installed a metal cattle drive on the sidewalk rails downtown, honoring past and present local ranchers with their brands on those cattle. Gardnerville and Tonopah both implemented successful facade grant programs. White Pine Main Street installed a trailhead kiosk in downtown Ely and 7 wayfinding signs throughout the town. Mesquite installed a public art feature and artistic wraps for utility boxes. Reno utilized Main Street grant funding to illuminate the Retract Plaza mural. Several Main Streets created most eligible business type programs, cleaning up vacant storefronts and promoting them in order to increase occupancy. Nevada Main Street organizations have hosted over 100 events. Per the statistics, the affiliate level and level and higher organizations reported for 2022, there were 6 total. Their projects and efforts created 771 jobs, completed 11 rehabilitation projects, 7 public improvement projects, 18 new construction projects, and had 6,349 volunteer hours. I humbly thank you for your time and consideration of this bill and welcome any questions that you might have.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the information. So what city would this specifically go to?
Several. There are 21 communities right now.
Okay, so this 700,000 would be split up among them. Is that what the idea is?
Yes, it would be for smaller projects. 700,000 is certainly not I mean, it is a big sum of money, but at the same time, it's not.
Okay,
So,
yeah. I was just curious because I'd heard from a couple communities.
Oh,
all right.
good.
Okay, thank you. Any additional questions on this particular item? All right, seeing none, then thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, with that, we'll go to those in support in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support at this time.
Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I'll make it quick. Chair, members of the committee, Aidan Downey on behalf of the Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance and with our rural partners that lean on this program for economic development, we support AB 481. Thank you.
I was going too quick. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the Senate Finance Committee. I'm Jen Nalder. I am the Program Director of Main Street Gardnerville, and I wanted to give our support of this bill. We were formed in 2008, and we're getting ready to celebrate our 15th anniversary. In order for us to become a nationally accredited program, we needed a state program. And so in 2014, we had applied, and we were not successful in the 2015 legislation, and we finally found success in 2017. And we are proud to say that as of 2020, we are one of the 862 nationally accredited programs in the United States, and we remain the only nationally accredited program here in Nevada. The amount of impact that this program has for the community is hard to measure, but I can give you a few numbers just so that you can understand what a little bit of volunteerism and support from the community can do to your neighborhoods. In the last 15 years, we've contributed over 58,094 volunteer hours, and that's a value of $1,266,196 in-kind contributions of volunteer support to the community. Our Main Street and Bloom project, and with our local FFA classes of Douglas High, Smith Valley High School, and China Springs, helped cultivate over the years 894 hanging flower baskets and graced our main streets with 777 adopt-a-pots, which have adorned the business frontages. We have a community garden, the Heritage Park Gardens, which is a 100% volunteer-driven effort of a beautification of an empty space we once had downtown. We've installed over 4 public art pieces and successfully installed 30 commemorative decorative benches and 7 bike racks for our community to enjoy. Last year, we launched our facade improvement grant program. In partnership with Douglas County Economic Vitality, we were named champions of distinct downtowns. We had awarded $14,000 in facade improvement grants and a 50-50 reimbursement program. The business owners, we had 6 lucky recipients. They contributed $30,000 in return investment into the community. This year, we have over $11,000, actually, we have over $30,000 available, so we hope to see an additional $60,000 invested in our community through our facade improvement grant program. We have our annual community fundraising events like our Third Thursday Wine Walk, Farmers Market, Wine Down Wednesday, food trucks, Freedom 5K Fun Run for the Wreath, annual Slaughterhouse Lane Fall Festival, and coffin races, our Paint the Town Pink breast cancer initiatives, our Jazz Festival in the Park, Candy Cane Main Shop Main Street, and our newest event is the Dia de los Muertos celebration in November. All of this is made possible through private donations, grant funding, and contributions from our local municipality and county. The impact that this Main Street program has on its community is immeasurable. Main Street organizations are comprised of volunteers, local businesses, and partnering organizations who share a common goal of creating a center in their community that brings people together through beautification, events, cultural celebrations, and historic preservations. We cultivate communities. Please approve AB 481. This critical funding will help support over 21 Main Street communities seeking accreditation through the state of Nevada. by offering technical training, grants for small business incubators, beautification projects, and improve our downtown in measurable, impactful ways. And if you would like to see what a Main Street program can do for your community, I invite you to come visit us in Gardnerville. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for that information. All right, any additional support here in Carson City? Las Vegas? On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to opposition here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And with that, any additional comments? Okay, we'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 481, and we are going to push 485 to the bottom of the agenda, and we will go to Assembly Bill 486. Go ahead when you're ready.
Matthew Tuma, Deputy Director, Department of Administration, here to introduce AB 486, which makes an appropriation to the Division of State Library, Archives, and Public Records within the Department of Administration for the replacement of computer hardware and associated software, as well as the purchase of digitization equipment that will replace microfilm equipment. And I am available for any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions from the committee? Yes, Senator Gansert.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think this was the budget where we were asked for more funds. I don't know if any other additional funds from the original request were rolled into here on the Assembly side, or if this was the original governor's recommendation.
Matthew Tuma, Deputy Director for the Department of Administration. So these reflect requests that were in the governor's requested budget for the replacement of this. This isn't anything in addition to the governor's requested budget, both in their operating expenditures as well as in the one-shots. The digitization equipment has some ongoing costs that are already in the operating budgets for the budget account.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Any additional questions? Seeing none, thank you very much. We'll go to support here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. Any closing comments? Seeing none, we'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 486. We'll go to Assembly Bill 492.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. For the record, Andrew Klinger, Chief Financial Officer for Nevada System of Higher Education, here to present AB 492. Section 1 of the bill appropriates $3 million to the System Computing Center. This is to renew dark fiber leases that have expired for or will expire for NevadaNet. Section 2 of the bill appropriates $5 million to System Computing to replace equipment, including servers, switches, and UPS systems. Happy to answer any questions.
All right, thank you very much. So the total is $8 million for NCHI. Is that correct?
That is correct, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. All right, any questions about this particular item? All right, thank you very much. With that, we will go to those in support in Carson City.
Kent Irvin, Nevada Faculty Alliance, very quickly in support. This is one of those areas where
functions that serve the state are funded through the NSHE budget, but probably need to be funded otherwise. Others include certain public health, earthquake monitoring, some business development, and sometimes there are good synergies with educational and academic programs, and so we support this.
Thank you very much. Any additional comments in support here in Carson City? Las Vegas, BPS on the phone, please.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers in support at this time.
Thank you very much. Opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers in opposition at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers for initial testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. With that, no closing comments, I'm guessing. And with that, we'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 492. We'll go to Assembly Bill 493. Welcome, Chancellor.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. For the record, I'm Dale Urquiaga, the Acting Chancellor of the Nevada System of Higher Education. Assembly Bill 493 appropriates $2 million to the system for an interim study of the funding formula. Section 1, end of Section 1. I have no amendments to the bill. Section 2, end of bill. Would you like more context than that, ma'am?
A++, if you don't say one more thing. All right, good job. Thank you. Any questions for the Chancellor? All right. You're off the hook, sir. Thank you very much. Carson City, anyone in support? Las Vegas, and, Mr. Irvin. Welcome, Dr. Irvin.
Kent Irvin, Nevada Faculty Alliance. On the Assembly side, there was discussed a list of things that could be studied, and among those needs to be not only how to distribute funding, but what the appropriate level of funding is. We support the study. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We just don't happen to be in a discussing mood today. So with that being said, I will go to support in Las Vegas and on the phone lines, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to testify in support at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers for opposition at this time.
Thank you very much, and we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers for initial testimony at this time.
Thank you very much, and with that, I'm guessing no closing remarks, so you get the A+++. And Assembly Bill 493, we will close that hearing, and we'll go to Assembly Bill 495. And good morning, sir. You look a lot more uncomfortable than the last person that was up here in a T-shirt. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the Committee on Finance. I'm Captain James Simpson with the Nevada Department of Public Safety, State Police Highway Patrol Division. Joining me are ASOs Denny Gorteri and Jennifer Ramos. And I at least want the A++, not the triple+.
You're probably going to get the A++ because of the job you do. So
thank you.
Go right ahead, sir.
So we're here to for AB 495, which makes appropriations to the Nevada Highway Patrol Division of the Department of Public Safety for the replacement or purchase of vehicles, motorcycles, weapons, and certain equipment, and staffing study. And we're here for any questions you may have.
Thank you very much. So I'm seeing a fiscal note of $11,948,770. Am I on the right spot?
Ma'am, that's for our motor vehicles. Our total note's $17,222,969.
Okay, 17 million what? I'm sorry, sir.
$222,969.
Okay. All right, any questions on this particular item?
I have a quick question.
Senator Ganser, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It may not be just for you, but we're buying so many vehicles. Do we do them in separate contracts, like an RFP for your division, RFP for wildlife, or I just wonder how that works? Or do we have one purchase for all of that, like one RFP?
Madam Chair, to the Senator, I'm going to divert that to our ASO, Denny Gorteri.
Madam Chair, for the record, Denny Gortari, Nevada Highway Patrol Administrative Service Officer. For the record, those contracts are usually let out through the purchasing division, where they go out and deal with the actual dealers, for example, Ford or Chrysler. And so those contracts are let out, and then we buy from those.
Okay, thank you.
Any additional questions on this? Senator Gansert, anyone? Any takers? All righty. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for being here today. All right, with that, we will go to support in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers for support at this time.
Thank you very much. Those in opposition in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please, when you're ready.
There are no callers for opposition at this time.
Thank you very much. And we will go to neutral here in Carson City. Go ahead when you're ready, please.
Matthew Tuma, Deputy Director for the Department of Administration. Just here for clarification on the question about purchase of vehicles. Those are contracts that are managed by the purchasing division within the Department of Administration with dealerships that are based in Nevada.
Nevada dealerships. Thank you very much. All righty. Then with that, any neutral in Las Vegas? On the phone lines, please, when you're ready.
There are no callers at this time.
Okay. I do have a question, and this is sort of a far connection, but I'd love to just know about how long I get that it's miles, but about how long does a vehicle last?
Captain Simpson with the Nevada Highway Patrol, for the record. We have a 5-year replacement plan, though miles do come into play as well.
And would the vehicles in the vehicles that do miles on a highway, in other words, up maybe in the rural areas versus vehicles that do miles in an urban area, do they last longer, shorter, or does that not play into that?
For the record, Captain Simpson, our team places vehicles, our rural vehicles do put more miles on, so we will move those to the urban areas to try to manage our fleet as best as possible.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think I just wanted a little clarification on that, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Madam Chair, I'd just like to add to that. What we do is we rotate them around because some of the deployment in various uses have more mileage, such in the rural areas, like our northeast region. So with that said, we rotate them around to between urban and then rural deployment to try to level off the mileage and get it essentially is to even it out. And it's usually 5 to 6 years. And then we follow the SAM 1316, which dictates that, these cars have to be turned in when their mileage hits a threshold of 125,000 for pickups and utilities and 105,000 or 100,000 for sedans. So that's our management. Again, we want to level off the depreciation of them in terms of miles.
Okay, that answers the question. Thank you very much. All right, with that, no other remarks or questions. We'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 495, and we'll go to Assembly Bill No. 496. Go ahead when you're ready.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Curtis Palmer for the record. I am the ASO 4 for the Department of Public Safety. AB 496 is a one-shot appropriation for Agency 650, which contains multiple budget accounts. Section 1 is a $2 million allocation for the Emergency Training Institute, a partnership that we're establishing in Clark County. Sections 2 through 7 is a general fund appropriation of $47,912 and highway fund appropriation $49,866. This is to replace radio equipment and taser replacements. Section 8 is $5,550 for the replacement of computer hardware. Sections 9 through 11 is a general fund appropriation totaling $35,814 for replacement of hardware, radio, and taser equipment. And Section 12 is just the standard language, so 13 upon passage and approval. Any questions? I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you very much. Any questions from the committee? All right, seeing none, thank you very much, Mr. Palmer, and we'll go to those in support here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to testify in support at this time.
Thank you very much. In opposition, here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers for opposition at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers for neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And with that, no closing comments, I'm assuming, and we will close the hearing on Assembly Bill 496, and we'll go to Assembly Bill 500.
Good morning again. Daniel Marlowe, Administrator for Administrative Services Division, Department of Administration. AB 500 makes a supplemental appropriation to the Office of Finance and the Office of Governor for an unanticipated shortfall related to the costs in the contract associated with the preparation of the statewide cost allocation plan, otherwise known as SWICAP. Here for any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions about this particular bill? What's the total on this bill, sir?
Daniel Marlowe, for the record, the total for the supplemental appropriation is $70,450.
Okay, thank you very much. Just like to confirm the numbers. All right, any questions on this particular item? All right, seeing none, thank you very much. We'll go to those in support here in Carson City, in Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers for support testimony at this time.
All right, we'll go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and phone lines, please.
There are no callers for opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much, and we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers for neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And any closing remarks? Okay, we'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 500, and we'll go to Assembly Bill 502. Any takers? No takers. Okay.
Good morning.
Oh, there you are.
Hi, here in
Perfect.
Las Vegas. Hi.
Thank you. Go ahead,
Good
please.
Good morning, Chair and members of the committee. For the record, my name is Jo Millay, Deputy Administrator for the Division of Public and Behavioral Health. AB 502, the first reprint, makes a supplemental appropriation to the division in the sum of $471,798 for an unanticipated revenue shortfall and an increase in operating costs. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions from the committee? Okay, with that, thank you very much, and we'll go to those in support here in Carson City, in Las Vegas. On the phone lines, BPS, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much, and we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. Any closing comments? We'll go ahead and close the hearing, and we will go to Assembly Bill 504. Good morning, Mr. Hum. Go ahead, please, sir.
Good morning, Chair Dondero Loop and members of the committee. For the record, my name is James Hum. I'm the Director of Public Policy and Government Affairs for the Governor's Office of Economic Development. This is a pretty straightforward bill, makes appropriations to our office for the replacement of computer hardware, associated software, cost of office furniture, communication services, and certain staff certifications and office modifications. Happy to answer any questions you might have, Chair.
Thank you very much. Any questions on Assembly Bill 504? Seeing none, all those in favor, almost happened. Almost happened. Anyone in Carson City? Thank you. I don't see any questions. Anyone in Carson City in support? Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please. Those in
Thank you, Chair.
Go ahead, please.
There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And with that, we'll go to opposition here in Carson City. In Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City. In Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we will close the hearing unless Mr. Hum has anything else to say. Thank you very much. And with that, we'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 504 and we'll go to Assembly Bill 505. Any takers? Okay, we will move that to the bottom. Assembly Bill 505. Going once, going twice.
It looks like Fred, the director.
Oh, you almost lost your whole story, sir. Please go ahead when you're ready.
Good morning, ma'am. Director Wager from Nevada Department of Veteran Services. AB 505 is one-shot appropriations to NDVS for replacement of computer hardware and associated software, as well as a door construction project at the Northern Nevada State Veterans Homes. That's my testimony, and I stand for questions.
Okay, you were almost marked tardy. Good job. All right. Any questions for Mr. Wagner? All right. Seeing none, thank you, Mr. Wagner. You can go back to sitting behind the podium there. All right. Those in support here in Carson City, please come forward.
Chair and committee members, for the record, my name is Andrew Lee Pilbit. I'm the chairman of the United Veterans Legislative Council, representing 279,000 veterans, and we are in support of AB 505. It is one of those things helping us take care of our veteran heroes in both the North and the South, and we need to keep it up to date so they get the proper medical service they need. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for your service. All right. Anyone else in support here in Carson City, in Las Vegas? On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to testify in support at this time.
All right. Those in opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And with that, no closing comments. We will go ahead and close the hearing on Assembly Bill 505, and we'll go to Assembly Bill 508.
Good morning, Chair and members of the committee. My name is Aaron Evans, Deputy Chief for the Division of Parole and Probation, here to present Assembly Bill 508. This bill makes appropriations to the Division of Parole and Probation for the replacement of computer hardware and software, radio equipment, tasers, firearms, and our records management system. I can break down each section in dollar amount if you'd like, and or answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions on this particular item? Do you have a total on this particular item?
Aaron Evans, for the record, yes, I do. 5,134,788.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, any questions? All right, with that, thank you. We'll go to those in support here in Carson City, those in support in Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support at this time.
Thank you very much. And we will go to opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, and on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And with that, any closing comments? Okay, we'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 508, and we'll go to Assembly Bill 509 when you're ready.
Good morning, Madam Chair, committee members. My name is Captain Mike Edgell with the Nevada State Police. I'm the Deputy Chief of the Investigation Division. I'm here to present AB 509, our one-shot appropriation request for a total of $735. It's to replace our vehicles, cameras, miscellaneous camera equipment, tasers, and computer software, and I'm available to answer any questions that you may have.
Do you have a total on this fiscal note?
Director Mike Edgell, for the record, $707,735 for a grand total. Correction, 797,103. 103.
All right, any questions from the committee? Senator Gokachi.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And you've got tasers, 41,000 for taser replacement of taser weapons, and then on Section 10, you've got another 4,000 for replacement of taser weapons. Are they different kinds, or is that just the price went up? I was just looking at Sections 9 and 10.
One's general fund, one's highway.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much, and thank you for that information. Any additional questions from the committee? All right, seeing none? Any questions? Okay, we're all good. Thank you very much. With that, we will go to those in support in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please, when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to those in opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And those in neutral here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. All right. Any additional information? All righty. We'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 509. We are going to roll 510 to the end. We are on 511. Do we have Assembly Bill 511 folk here in the room? Down in Vegas? Go ahead, please. Thank you all for your time today. I'm sorry, if you'll just pause a minute in Las Vegas. Thank you for your time today, and hi to my favorite MPS guy. I can't keep all the acronyms and all the whatever's straight. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. All right, please go ahead in Las Vegas.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the committee. For the record, my name is Joe Millay, with the Division of Public and Behavioral Health. I'm Deputy Administrator. AB 511 today is the first reprint that makes appropriations to the division for the replacement of computer hardware and software, replacement of office furniture, equipment, and deferred maintenance projects. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Would you give us the total, please, for this particular bill on 511?
Madam Chair, I apologize. I don't have the total. I do know that the first reprint changed Section 6, and I can give you those numbers.
Yes, would you confirm those numbers?
Yes. So the number in the appropriation is $264,870. That was changed from $611,310 originally in the first draft of the bill. Those changes were made as we reduced the number because we gave some of those fundings to the Aging and Disability Services and the Division of Child and Family Services as well.
Thank you very much. All right, any questions on this particular item? All right, seeing none, thank you very much. We'll go to those in support here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll go to opposition here in Carson City. Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City on the phone lines. Las Vegas, on the
There are
phone
no
lines,
callers.
please. Thank you very much.
There are no callers to offer
All right.
testimony.
Thank you very much. We'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 511, and we'll open up the hearing on Assembly Bill 512. Thank you very much. Please go ahead when you're ready.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. For the record, my name is Lisa Swearingen. I'm a Deputy Administrator with the Division of Welfare and Supportive Services. I'm here today to present AB 512, which makes appropriations to and authorizes the expenditures of money by the Division of Welfare and Supportive Services for certain information technology upgrades and projects. To break it down for you, Section 1 of the bill is requesting $551,505 in appropriations from the general fund. In addition, we are expecting in federal funds to support this effort. This request will replace computer hardware and associated software within budget account 3228. Section 2 of the bill is requesting $281,644 in appropriations from the general fund. In addition, we are expecting to draw down $688,879 in federal funds to support this effort. This request will enhance the Wi-Fi technology within our offices and procure licenses to improve effectiveness within the offices as well as for our customers. Section 3 of the bill is requesting $825,817 in appropriations from the general fund. In addition, we are expecting to draw down $1,814,265 in federal funds to support this effort. This request will replace computer hardware and associated software within budget account 3233. Section 4 of the bill is requesting $16,420,672 in appropriations from the general fund. In addition, we are expecting to draw down $31,875,429 in federal funds to support this effort. This request will support the continuation of the Child Support Enforcement Program's Technology Modernization Project. This concludes my presentation, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you very much. All right, with that, are there any questions on this particular item? All right, seeing none, thank you very much. I'm assuming all the numbers stand that are in this bill.
Yes, they do.
Thank you very much. All right, with that, I'll go to support here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. All right, with that, I'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 512, and we'll jump back to Assembly Bill 510. Mr. Seaver walked in just in time. Go ahead, please. How was graduation?
It was good.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Chair and committee members. Sean Sever from the DMV. AB 510 makes appropriations from the State Highway Fund to various divisions of the DMV for replacement of computer hardware, software, printers, office furniture, and other end-of-life equipment. Replacement of this equipment aligns with standard replacement schedules, and we appreciate you considering our request, which is for a total of $4,631,308. Thanks, and I can answer any questions.
Thank you very much. Any questions on this particular item? Bless you. All right, I don't think I see any questions on this item. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll go to those in support here in Carson City, Las Vegas. On the phone lines, BPS when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support at this time.
Thank you very much. Anyone here in Carson City in opposition? Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. All right, with that, we will, I'm assuming no comments. We'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 512, and we'll take a recess. Okay, we'll come back in, and I believe Assembly Bill 485 was one that we rolled past earlier. So we will welcome Ms. Erdos to the table. And when you're ready, please go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, Brenda Erdos, LCB. Sorry you had to come back to me. I appreciate the help there. This is a appropriation for three things, or three categories of things. The first part of the appropriation, which is the $2,924,485, breaks down into, and I have the specific numbers if you would like them, for the BPS control room upgrade. And all of these things are here in this building. They're the things that, it's the kind of upgrade that, it's not like buying a car. It's, if you don't buy this upgrade on your electronic equipment, then the next time you call with a problem, they're not going to help you. Sometimes you get some benefits in terms of new features, but I'm not sure that's the case here. But the BPS control room upgrade is $1,534,840. The hardware and server infrastructure replacement is $513,637. And this goes not just to the hearing rooms, but also to the floors of the Senate and Assembly. There's an audio, visual, and telecommunications system upgrades, which will help our telephones and our computers, $734,362. And then there's an email domain migration in this, which is $141,647. And what that will do is shorten your email address. We're finally getting down to something, on the right side of the dot in your email address that will, we hope help with security also, in terms of getting a different kind of email address for actually everybody in this that works in this building. There's also a passenger van for the legislative police that we've put at $75,000. And then the annual dues for the national and regional organizations is $975,000, which is something that helps not only legislators by having conferences and other things to connect legislators with other legislators in other states, but also is very helpful for staff, both of the Senate and Assembly and the LCB. They provide a lot of different kinds of training programs, as well as help when you want to have a very quick survey of all the states to know what other states do on a certain topic. These are the kind of organizations that help us with that. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you very much. Any questions from the committee? Senator Gansert.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to thank you for the breakdown of what's in there instead of the lump sum. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Any additional questions? And thank you for everything you do to keep this building going.
Thank you.
Because while we don't all see you every single day, we know that you are behind the organization here, so thank you very much.
Thank you, and I'll pass that on. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, with that, I will ask for anyone in support here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
Thank you, Chair. There are no callers to offer support testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we will go to opposition here in Carson City, in Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer opposition testimony at this time.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to neutral here in Carson City, Las Vegas, on the phone lines, please.
There are no callers to offer neutral testimony at this time.
Okay, with that, I'll close the hearing unless you have anything else you need to add, Ms. Erdos. Okay, I'll close the hearing on Assembly Bill 485. And with that, folks, we are going to take a recess. I can't promise you when or what time we will exactly come back. It could be this afternoon or it could be at 7 o'clock tonight. So please stay tuned. And with that, we are in recess.